Imagine it's Warsaw, 1848. There's a cholera epidemic sweeping the continent. People need to eat. The psak is even on Yom Kippur. Need to eat. So it's Yom Kippur. You're getting ready to eat. Should you make Kiddush? What do you think? So if it's just a Yom Kippur that fell out on a weekday, Magen Avram writes, he has a svara from Rabbi Avigdor Katz, that there should not be Kiddush, because Yom Kippur, the Kiddush of Yom Kippur, is not connected to your meal. In fact, the Kiddush of Yom Kippur forbids you from eating. You're eating because you're exempt from Yom Kippur. For you, he says, it's like a weekday, so for you, there's no Kiddush. The question becomes, says Rabbi Kiva Eger, it would be different in a year like this one where Yom Kippur fell out on Shabbos. Then, you can't say the Svar of Rabbi Avigdor Katz. You can't say, well, the Kiddush of Yom Kippur doesn't require me to make Kiddush. Yeah, but the Kiddush of Shabbos does. And that's there lying in wait beneath Yom Kippur. And if Yom Kippur is relaxed, then the Kiddush of Shabbos reawakens. There's a chiyuv to have a Suda. There's a chiyuv of Einik Shabbos. There's a chiyuv of Kiddush b'makam Suda that's there. And that's Rabbi Kiva Eger Paskins, and that is what Rabbi Yisrael Salanter did in 1848 in public during the cholera epidemic in Vilna. He got up in shul and made Kiddush on Yom Kippur. But Rav Moshe Feinstein disagrees with Rabbi Kiva Eger. He questions it. Rav Moshe says, "V'karasa l'Shabbos eineg" doesn't apply on Yom Kippur. We just learned it in the Haftarah. Can't tell me there's a mitzvah eineg Shabbos on Yom Kippur. And I think a way to understand this Rav Moshe is with the insight of the Or Sameach or Meir Simcha Medivinsk has a diuk. The Rambam says we're about to go into the avoda of Yom Kippur, all the service. Who did all the service? The Kohen Gadol did it. But let me ask you something. There was a carbon on Yom Kippur that wasn't a Yom Kippur dika carbon. Let's say it was Shabbos for Yom Kippur fell out on Shabbos. There would also be Mussafim for Shabbos. You're going to say about it in the davening. That's Musfei Shabbos. Who brought those? The Rambam writes, inferring from the Gemara, that Kohen Gadol has to do that too. Well, why? Separate thing. That's not the carbon for Yom Kippur. That's the carbon for Shabbos. Carbon for Shabbos to be brought by any Kohen. What you see from there, says Reb Meir Simcha, is that when Yom Kippur falls out on Shabbos, the whole day all gets subsumed within this super Shabbos. Shabbos, and takes over everything. It all takes the identity, the character of Yom Kippur. And even the Shabbos Karbanos are Yom Kippuric in nature. Therefore, says Reb Meir Simcha, can't be there's any kind of Einik Shabbos. This is a new kind of Shabbos. The Sfas Emes is a kind of Shabbos where you fulfill it without food. Sfas Emes writes, a regular Shabbos is Me'ein Olam Haba, so we eat. Yom Kippur is Olam Haba itself. Not exactly, but meaning it's a higher form of Shabbos. Shabbos Shabbosim. It's the root of all Shabbosais. And we're just able to access it at a higher level than we can throughout the year, this time without food, just at the level of the soul. The Arizal brings the Zohar HaKadosh, brought in Sfas Emes, that Kolamis Ana b'Shabbos, currently Gzardina Shoshiv Misham, that's powerful to be able to fast on Shabbos. We're not allowed to. But in Yom Kippur, we reach that level. So today, and this is how, and so this is how Rav Moshe Paskins, and so it's a machlokes of contemporary poskim, but so you could do either way, but I would tell you to follow Rav Moshe. First of all, Rav Moshe is saying, Rav Moshe's logic is that you would be making a bracha levatala, and if you to make Kiddush, and you already make Kiddush during davening, and so you could rely on that. If you're not, just a question of a bracha levatala, better not to make Kiddush. But let's make the most of this day. This is a super day. This is a super Shabbos. Shabbos, and the root of all Shabbos. And if we are b'karasa l'Shabbos einig, if we do make the most of this Shabbos, v'achalticha nachlas Yaakov nachla b'li mitzarim, v'aviyosim al har kodshi, the geula shleima, meher v'yameinu, amen.